Hello, welcome to the Upfront Digital Progress Report. I'm going to just jump right into it, and I'll talk about stuff as we go along. What you see here is after the lobby scene, this is the main game scene, and before you here is the deploy panel or the roster panel with the PCs for the scenario you're playing. This is scenario A. Here are the PCs already set up. You can take them out of the roster panel into the positions you want for A, B, C, or D, then hit ready. But I have them auto this auto sorted where I want them to be. So hit auto deploy and they go to their positions. And once both sides have deployed, the hands auto draw. And then before I begin, prepare for play, I'm going to crew my machine gun. This is the Germans. I'm showing you the German side. It's a crew weapon. Prompts me for who I want. I'm going to pick the corporal. Left or right, I'll keep him where he is. You can see the crew overlay. And everything you see here is the layout's probably how it's going to look, but the visuals are not. Everything's placeholders for now. So just keep that in mind. As I show this, I'm going to show you most of what is already developed. I'm not going to be able to show you everything. I don't want the video to be that long. I'll show you that most of the core rules are in place. So prepare for play. I have no terrain to play, so I hit end turn, opponent's turn. They have something they can play. They're gonna send me a stream. Goes back to me, end turn. They have nothing less. They left the end turn. Auto draws, fills the hands, and the first turn begins. Okay, so I'm in stream. Let's see if I'll just start by trying to get out of that. I don't have a forward card, so I'm going to hit select movement. It gives you the options group transfer, lateral movement, reverse. If you don't toggle any of these, then it's the normal forward movement. Individual transfer is handled by right clicking these PCs. I'll show you that later. So you select a card, it gives you your options. C and D are not options, of course. There's no one in them. I'm going to send it to A. It knows it's a stream, so it's going to turn it lateral. And it prompts me to attempt to forward. And it was a red, which is a fail. So it correctly auto discards the movement. Now for B, let's just be aggressive. We'll just see. Okay, A is dark yellow because it knows it's done in action, so it won't let me. Now you see flank movement is an option on this one because it is a flank card. I'm not going to show you that here, but we're going to do just regular movement. So when you play it, immediately advances to the next range. And these are the firepower. Firepower display, it keeps track of it in real time. So we're at relative range to everything. Relative range 1, I mean. Relative range 1 to everything, so 5. Um, and you think 5, 6, 7, 8, so it's wrong? No, because it's moving, and Germans have bolt action guns, so movement fire is, their firepower is halved, rounded down, so 1 halved is 0. So this is correctly showing 5. And the reason this is 4 is because it knows from B to D, you have to subtract 1. So it's relative range 0. So that's correct. So from this box, it's to the enemy groups. This box, it's from, or what you're receiving. This is what you're sending. This is receiving. Receiving 7, 3 from B, from the enemy C, so on. Okay, so I can still discard unplayable because the first 4 buildings have to go out. And there's the out. Yeah, that's sideways. It cleans itself up after there, after we end the turn. You are. I have the Americans on a separate computer. It is networked. I just don't have a way of showing you that as of now, but you'll see it from the Germans' perspective. So America is gonna get firing already because they have a card they can play. And they're trying to shoot at B. Attack total, so what's going on there? That's the attack mission. Fire mission fully calculated, so here's 1. Moving is +1, so 2 is correct. It's prompting me for conceal. I have none. I no conceal. Now the US will play out the 5 draws by clicking there. The blue button, RNC button, glows brighter to prompt you that's ready to be clicked. I'm going to roll that out 5 times. And there you see the pins. And this updates real time. So with my light machine gun pinned, and I have no fire, 0 fire strength to the opponents. And that's it for what the US can do. Okay, we have a rally 1 movement. I'll first show you open terrain. Let's say I want to get these guys stopped. I have no terrain, but we're going to put them in open terrain. So you select that, you see open terrain there. Click open terrain, flips it to the back side of the card, like in the original game. And send it to B. Then we should show you, see rally 1, it won't let me play rally 1 because I've done an action, but this is the hero, so I'm going to show you the hero here. It will let me because it knows hero is not an action. And let's get that machine gun going back. So he's back in business. And we can do discard. Need rally smoke. Let's discard this 7 we can't use yet. Okay. Now, US turn. They are going to, they don't have much they can do. They're going to just send a sniper. They're going to send a sniper to B. So they get their RPC draw button queued. The first position, so let's see, they're 5, 1. First position is correct. And we got the deadliest sniper card. Let's see if we survive it. Barely. The 3. And draw their hand. So if there was no effect from that sniper attack, you would have seen a sniper check button or panel show up, but since it was effective, there is no sniper check opportunity. So I'm going to rally 1 on B. It's rally 1, so now it's prompting me who I want to rally. I'll just pick that one. And let's try to forward again. There. So it is successful, so it stays in place. We want to keep cycling our cards. Let's get rid of this. And I'm not necessarily going to, I'm not necessarily playing for optimal play. I'm just kind of showing you, trying to show you as many features as I can in this video. Again, just the base ones, not everything. Have C move out. And that's going to be it. Alright, now we can show a fire attack here. I have 4 fire. It's showing me everyone that I can shoot at. A, B, or C. Shoot at C, they're more vulnerable. At C, prompts me to attack. I gotta wait for their conceal. They do have one, so they're gonna lay it down. That's a big -3. So we have 1 and 1 and 2. -3. It's -1. We can cancel that if you wanted. It's a faint button right now, but I'm gonna fix that later. But cancel fire right there. Otherwise, I'm gonna still carry it out. So 4. You don't have to keep counting because it knows when it's done. It turns off. I will later. I'm gonna add a feature where you click like a quick draw, and I'll just roll these out pretty quickly, automatically. But for now, I like to slow roll it out, the drama of that. So nothing much happened there. Well, we got. Alright, we're gonna dump them in a stream though. Yeah, let's do that. So the way that works is you hit select, and if you want to send it to the enemy, you hit the enemy group. And now it gives me the options. So right now I don't have it where it doesn't. You could against the rules send it to non-moving groups. I don't have that in yet, but so we'll send it to a legal spot. Let's see. Yay. So that was in lieu of a discard, so you can see it will not let me click the discard buttons on these because that was the discard. And now they don't have much. They're just going to discard. Let's keep the attacks going. Attacking C to 1 against a defensive TEM of 0, so 1 is correct. They don't have conceal. And 4 more shots. Okay, we got the malfunction. I was wondering if that would happen. So it prompts me now to click an RPC. It didn't display because it's probably the temporary one. Let's see. Yeah, 5 is 5, 5th position. The crewer, that's considered a temporary one, so their weapon doesn't actually malfunction. So we'll carry out the rest of the attacks. And nothing. And then we're going to dump her, get her A out of the stream. What can we discard? Smoke and see. Well, I guess smoke. Okay, we're gonna. There's a feature coming up. So U.S. sent a fire attack, but they have a 7. You can see they have 7 to B. So they're gonna shoot at 7. They have another card. They right click, so they're right clicking on the fire card, and there's a menu that says Add Fire Card. Then it auto selects the only place it could be going, which is their B. You just hit confirm. And there it sends it. So 4 and 3 is 7. It's correct. So now it's going to be a 4 once they've committed the attack. Pretty big 4 this early in the big 4 early in the game. Yeah, we do have a conceal. Then they held on to that. So now it's down to 3. They hold their breath as they carry this out, huh? Gone. So I wasn't sure if that was the minimum required, but the wound the wounds are the wound system is in effect. At least the game knowing that it's a wound, I don't have the wound effects implemented. So actually, wounds isn't part of scenario A as far as the program instructions go, but I'm going to try to implement it as much as I can. So 4, I don't think 4 was his morale, his panic number. So it probably didn't check. It probably wasn't a wound. Anyways, oh, another death. That was a 3, I think. Wound was 2, yeah. Okay, so you see how them all snap into place after the fire mission is done. Any empty spots are auto sorted to fill in any gaps and keep them at the lowest positions filled first. So that was not good. Okay, let's see what else they have to do. Nothing. You may have seen this go away at some time. This is the deck depth bars. It's just a placeholder. I'm not sure. I'll have it looking different eventually, but this is showing how far down you're into the deck. Each bar represents 20%. So this means 20% of the deck is gone. So we have less than 80% remaining. That's just the mechanism I've used to get an idea of where you're at in the deck. My turn. Not looking good. We'll move out with A. They're in trouble, so we'll discard that. And America's got no. They also have nothing. They don't have movement or much else they can do. We're looking for rallies. Get these. Let's just play aggressive. I'm gonna kind of try to get to an end-game situation. At least the winning conditions for scenario A. So I'll just let A run freely, probably. This broken squad, you might have noticed, it's down to 4. It starts at 6 for the Germans. They've lost 2. So they can lose 3 more before losing. And yeah, so US is at 7 still. Haven't done much to them. Your turn. Oh, I could do, well, I could do entrench, but my guys are pinned, so I haven't shown you entrench though. I'll show you that soon. Let's discard. Probably won't use it 8 soon. There you saw deck depth go down. Now we're below 60%. US still has a pretty bad hand. So do we. I'm just gonna get nuts. We never do this in a real game, but let's discard the 10. There's a rally 5. Will you make use of that? See, it auto did it because there's less than 5, so it just doesn't wait for you to decide. And I'd like to stop them in terrain, but Let's say we want to stop being nuts, so we will put them in open terrain. Now the open terrain at routes range 3 is kind of nuts, but anyways. The US it just has rallies and terrain. Alright, I can show you entrench now. All you do is you want to entrench, you click it, and it prompts that button. Eventually I'll make it look like you clicked it. It doesn't show you, but I'll make it look pressed or something. Then you hit that, and if it was a 0, it would change to entrenched -1. But now if I go to B, select movement, see it knows B just tried an action, so it's not going to let you. But let's send this to A, get it in winning. We are now set for winning condition. If we can get in good terrain. I mean, of course we can't. US has it all. I'm going to have A move up to show you something. That's really all they can do. So relative range 5, you can see just what popped up is the infiltration panel. I don't have it fully hooked up yet, but you would click infiltrate and then it'll prompt you to click who you want, and then you'd hit confirm, and then it would prompt you for how you're going to pass morale check, either by drawing an RNC or by playing a movement. After that, then you would go through your RPC draws. But it's not totally implemented yet, so we'll show you that later once it is. So I have no terrain to win the game. Let's see if I can get as many cards out as possible. Let's shoot at C. So 2, correct. They don't have concealment. Two, 3, 4. And let's get rid of this conceal. Nope, still don't. US is going to send down a rally. And their whole hand is just terrain. They're keeping it from me. They're hoarding it. Let's keep the fiery power going. 2 is correct. No conceal. And let's get rid of this rally 2. Yes, discarding 2 buildings out now. See all the buildings are out now. 4 of 4 buildings have been removed. Can't shoot that 5. So I'm going to, yeah, I'll just do lateral movement. I mean group transfer. Just to get some more get 2 cards out of my hand. Go to B, send it to B. Then prompts me if I want to go to A or C. I don't have it set up yet. It only lets you go where you're allowed to. I can't make a group in A. One's already there. So that's that. Let's discard this huge 15. There we go. You can win in Marsh. That's not against the rules. And US. I don't know. They're just gonna dump themselves in the gully. That's all they can do. I'll finish off the group transfer. So the group transfer, when you're done, when you're ready to, because you hit transfer to C, it'll snap everything over. clears it out. Now to officially complete the transfer, you're supposed to put yourself in terrain. I, I don't have that part quite in yet. I'm not sure how I want to implement that. So that's why it's not, it didn't force me to play a terrain, which could have been open terrain. That's not, it can be open terrain that you put yourself in to complete the group transfer. Or, yeah. So that's that, snaps it over. Okay, so this is the shit in the game. Once I put them in Marsh, go to A, and there. Okay, victory, German victory. I don't have it quite worded how I want it, but German has met the winning objective of scenario A. 5 PCs meeting all victory criteria. Need for victory, yes. And just checks all PCs at range chit 4. Check. All PCs unpinned. Good order, yes. All PCs in fire reduction terrain, negative TEM, yes. All PCs safe from enemy infiltrators, yes. Check, check, check. German victory. Now these buttons are just placeholders. They're not hooked up yet, but replay would just send you back to the start of the game. You could play again. Exit to lobby. Obviously, exit game would just take you totally out. That's what this exit button does, by the way. You click it twice and it takes you completely out of the game. I didn't show you this. You can say hi to each other if you don't have voice. Hi, good game. Your opponent can respond. Yes, says Clint. You know, if you don't have voice for some reason. Okay, so let's a general overview. There's a lot that I didn't show you. I'll be showing that in other videos. I'll try to get to more of the more details. I kind of showed you what the core game features of at least scenario A would be. But be looking for more videos. I'll keep putting them out during this campaign to show you other features. And yeah, thank you. I'll be appreciative of any support you guys can provide. Just encourages me to keep going. That there's a good enough fan base out there that wants to see this come to fruition, come to be. And look, the campaign said I plan to try to get this as much of the game as we know it implemented. But I want to get scenario A rock solid, no issues, no bugs. That's why I need a lot of play testers to find every little thing. There might be some rules I don't have right. That's another thing. I'm pretty solid on the rules, but some I don't have totally down. Like the malfunction rules is one. It's a lot of exceptions in that. But yeah, so thank you guys for all your support that you can provide, and I just hope we can make this into a great game and keep this game going for generations. This game deserves love, and it deserves keeping it going, to not let it die out. So and I love this game. It's one of my favorite games. So I think it's in good hands. Hope I put some confidence in myself for you guys in developing this game. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later.